What's up guys, Tom here, and welcome back to another episode of FIFA 16 Bournemouth Career Mode. Last time out we beat RB Leipzig 1-0 to put ourselves second in the group. Also put in some inquiries with people like Ogazun, Oziakup and Rickard Libazoa, and we're going to see today whether those deals went through or not. Before we get started though, we're going to do some training, so these are the people we're going to put on, and we're just going to simulate them. And then we've got B, C, B, D and another D, which is a bit disappointing, but at the same time, what can I expect? These are mid-60s, mid-70s players that aren't going to be very good at doing all the skills every single week, so I may have to change it up every so often. Ogazun Oziakup won his 14 million at Besiktas, so I've just said, nah, I'm never going to be able to afford that. Maybe not this season, maybe next season. So we're going to go into a game against Sporting Lokeren. And this is the players we're going to put in. We brought in some wingers, we brought in a new centre-back, we brought in a new cam to replace Richie with Lee Tomlin. We just made a few changes here and there to sort of get ourselves sorted out of how we're going to play, just so I can have a look at who I want to use. Here you can see me just putting in those players now. This took me a bit of a long time, I don't know why this took me a long time. Should just be 3 or 4 swaps I need to make. Okay, now moving into the game. This is how the team played, and we were feeling very confident with ourselves after that 1-0 win last time out. They did pick it up though, and we're playing it through the middle, but with a great tackle, and we could hit them on the break, and we could hit them like on the break now. With Wilson picking the ball up, with a lovely team play around the edge of the box, with O'Kane playing out to Francis. Francis with a good ball into Goslin, played it out for Wilson, and Wilson was going to hit that one. And it was a lovely goal into the bottom right-hand corner, making it 1-0 to Bournemouth. And it was a very good goal, straight into the corner, outside the box from Callum Wilson. Okay, now moving into the next piece of play, and it was O'Kane who gave it to Atsu, and we managed to hit them on the break a bit here. Playing a lovely ball out to Max Gradle. Max Gradle had lots of space to run into and was never going to miss the attempt to give it to Tequila Ranti, who could just have an easy tap in into the middle of the goal, making it 2-0 to Bournemouth. Now, then it was full time, and that was the final score. 2-0 to Bournemouth, and a very, very, very good performance from the lads, with Tequila Ranti and Callum Wilson getting the goals, both the strikers who I end up swapping at half time. However, we do a transfer offer, and it's for Jan Kermagran. They said Bolton put an offer in at 475,000, and I said no, that is not enough for a player who is still 69 rated, so he's not the worst. I counted with 1 million, hoping, praying that maybe they'll accept. We also got Matthew Butcher, who's going to go out on loan to Yeovil Town for 1 year only, because he looks to be very good next season. After I put an offer in for Rickard Libazoa, they came back and said no. They wanted 9 million. I offered 6. Maybe we can meet in the middle. I did not expect this one to go through. Meanwhile, I decided to put some offers in for some players, so I put an offer in for Loris Karius. At about 9 million, I think, in the end, 8 million. I also put an offer in for Matthew Ryan. I believe in the end I did. No, maybe I didn't. Oh no, I didn't know. Okay, we also tried to get Jonathan Tah until we realised, if you see in the top right hand corner, the player has recently joined and doesn't want to move again. So we offered him a loan. We were going to offer a two-year loan. And we were going to say that maybe, I think it was 5 million at the end. Just don't quote me on that. Yes, we offered 5 million as a future fee to see if he wanted to pay that and come with a 2-year player that we could potentially sign on at the end. We also put an offer in for John Brooks, and they wanted about 8 million, so we just thought maybe not. We also put an offer in for Ogazun Oziakup, and when we realised we have to pay 14 million, we decided to put an offer in and try and get him on a loan for 1 year with a potential fee after that of around £12 million. But then we moving into our final game now against Salzburg, Red Bull Salzburg. And I knew this was going to be probably the toughest game in the group so far. And it proved to be, as you'll see in the clip. But I won't give too much away, as we're going to sort out a bit of the team now. We're going to play a few different positions, so what we played last time. Elphick will be bringing into the team. We are also going to bring in... Tomlin's going to get a start again. And Josh King is going to get another start also, and so is Pugh. Alright, so we brought in these players, and now let's head into the game. It all started with a corner that Pugh managed to whip a lovely ball into the box. They did clear it though, until Smith got it, and ended up having a lovely shot that was saved by their keeper, putting it out for another corner. Sermon was to take this one, and when the keeper punched it out and gave away a penalty, which I didn't really think was a penalty, but looking back at it now, he did like cradle and jump on the player, so maybe you can see that as being a penalty. But it doesn't matter because it was a penalty, and Wilson was never going to miss, or was he? Nah, I was just kidding with you. He was never going to miss that, was he? And it's he made it 1-0 to Bournemouth in the 29th minute, and we're 1-0 up in a game that I thought was potentially going to be the game that if we had to lose any, I would say it was going to be this one. Josh King did win it out on the right just before the break and managed to beat his man. Gave it to Wilson, who hit the outside of the post, and it was not to be. However, Arthur picked it up and played a good ball out for Sermon, who brought it in for King. King played it into Wilson, Wilson to Tomlin, and Tomlin scored and made it 2-0 to Bournemouth. And what a lovely goal it was. A very good teamwork goal, because when Wilson hit the crossbar, I didn't think we were going to score, but we managed to. Just after the break now, 72nd minute, they managed to get a bit of space free on the right-hand side. They had a shot, it hit the post, and then they could just head it home. And we have conceded our first goal for Bournemouth. And it was a bit of a deflection goal. It wasn't a very good goal, but it is a goal, and that's all that counts. And we were going to have a bit of a shaky end to the game. And I was just a bit agitated as to whether we could hold on. They did get a corner in the 90th minute, and they brought their keeper up for it. But it ended up being a poor corner, and that was that. And we ended up winning the third game in the group, and we won it 2-1. And I was very happy. The loan to buy offer for, was that Jonathan Turr? They did say no to, because they didn't think he was going to be worth that, and they thought it'd be worth a lot more than that. But that was really all I was willing to pay. So I ended up just offering a 2-year loan with no future fee, just to see what they would think about that. I was just toying whether to go with 1 or 2, but I eventually went with 2. And they did not accept for Mathis, so we put an offer in at 6 million plus Junior Stanislas, as you will see in a minute, because I didn't really want to give away any of my goalkeepers that I could. I would have given away Federici, but he's just joined, so he wasn't willing to go. But it has been Tom, and this has been another episode of Bournemouth Career Mode, and bye for now.